Hi guys, thanks for joining me. Miss Brady here. I just wanted to take the time to explain to you what we're going to be doing in our investigation starting tomorrow. So just pay close attention so you're going to be able to answer all the questions on your worksheet after this. Alright, so materials that you're going to gather are more or less the same as what we did in part A and B. You have your wave maker, you have your catch basin, your green bin, your plastic bin, supply of moist earth material, your spoon, graduated cylinder, supply of water, and then you're going to have a couple other things to choose from as well. Rocks, rectangular blocks, you're familiar with those. Sticks with bristles, okay, and just plain old sticks. Okay, so those are going to be some of your options that you'll get to use. For this particular model, we're going to be modeling beach erosion. Okay, so you're going to more or less follow the same instructions as we did for parts A and B. We're going to measure out 150 milliliters of our moist earth material, put it to the left side of our black line. And we're going to do that by packing our 30 milliliter cup as packed in as it can possibly be, making sure to scrape off any extra from the top. And you're going to want 150 milliliters of earth material total to go into this. So I've already measured 4 30 milliliter amounts. So this would be my 5th 30 milliliter amount, giving me 150 total. Okay. Then from there, you're going to want to flatten down the sand. And you can sort of use your hands, or you can also use your spoon for this. And you're going to really want to make it sort of like a beach that you would really see, sort of the cliff part of the beach, of Seaside Beach in Boomtown, all the way down to what the actual beach would be that would meet the water. And you want to make this an even slope. You can use your spoon to do this, flatten that out, do that really nicely. As so. Okay. So then there's going to be a couple other parts that you're going to get to before you do this. What you're going to be doing in this part of the experiment is you're actually going to be designing your own erosion preventing mechanism, whatever that might be, using the rocks, the sticks with bristles, the sticks without bristles, and or the rectangular. So you can use one of these materials, you can use all of these materials. That's up to you. However, there is a caveat to that. When designing your structure, you want to make sure that A, it's going to reduce erosion on the beach, but B, you also want to make sure that you're using as little materials as possible. Okay? The best design will use as little materials as possible, just like in the real world. And then the structure that you design should also not prevent people swimming or playing on the beach. Okay, so those are the two things that you need to keep in mind when coming up with your actual design. Other than that, you're going to work with your group to develop a standardized way of testing your design, figure out what your design is going to be, and then you'll record your design, be able to explain it to each other. Then you're going to make a hypothesis. After that, you need to sort of run your design by me and just do a quick check-in with me. Then you're going to be able to go ahead and start testing. After you obtain my approval, you're going to set up your materials. You're going to do a diagram of what your model looks like before you test, and then you're going to go ahead and actually execute your procedure, okay? And then do a diagram of what it looks like afterwards. Then you're going to answer an analysis question about the merits and limitations, like the pros and cons, the good parts of your design, your model, and the parts that maybe didn't work out so well, and discuss what improvements you could make. And then you're going to have an opportunity to redesign, to go back to the drawing board and to redesign your model to see if you can improve the loss of beach sand. So if you can reduce erosion even more by improving your model. And then you'll go ahead and do diagrams again, record your results again, and then there's one final analysis question about advantages and disadvantages of building a structure to prevent erosion on a cliff or beach. So that is what this investigation is more or less all about. It is going to be a lab report, and And Mr. Wong is here. He'd like to come in and say something to you guys.
Good luck.
Okay.
Have fun.
And you're also going to have an opportunity to actually present this to the class as well. So, hope that was clear. Go answer those worksheet questions.